Hafa and good evening, everyone. The Committee on Education, Self-Determination, and Historic Preservation, Infrastructure, Border Safety, Federal and Foreign Affairs, and Maritime Transportation will now convene this resolution presentation. We have several things on our agenda today or this evening. First, we'd like to acknowledge the outstanding work of Kehani P. Mendiola as our Truman Scholar recipient. And then we are going to acknowledge Teachers Week for all of those awesome teachers out there who constantly give themselves gratis, full of love, and having to deal with our children and all the complexities that come with that, and also being role models for them. And then we'd also like to acknowledge our Teacher of the Year finalists for the outstanding work that they do and their recognition for the hard work that they've done throughout the year, and especially all the competition that was really tight this year. And then also our Teacher of the Year, who is Benji Santiago. I don't know if Dr. Santiago is here just yet, but we'll move forward first with the Truman Scholar. And so this is a very, this scholar is very difficult. This type of award is a very difficult award to get. Not everyone gets this award. It's actually a national award that one competes for it from the University of Guam. And so this is an outstanding achievement, and I know it's a lot of work that has to be done to compete for this award. And so we'd like to recognize Ms. Kehani P. Mendiola for the outstanding work she's done, and we will read the resolution. Okay, relative to recognizing Kehani P. Mendiola for her outstanding contributions and public service as a dedicated member of our island community, and congratulating her as the 2021 University of Guam's 19th Truman Scholar. Whereas Kehani P. Mendiola was born on May 2nd, 1996, and is the daughter of Annie Mendiola, the granddaughter of Mr. and Mrs. Victor and Young Mendiola, and a sister to Kenoa Blas of the village of Pidi, and has a son, Cohen, with her fiance, Kenneth Manabusan. And in May 2017, Kehani graduated from the Guam Community College in Manilao, where she earned 2 associate degrees with concentration in administration of criminal justice and law enforcement administration. And Kehani attends the University of Guam in pursuing a double major in criminal justice and public administration, who also maintains a 4.0 grade point average. And not only did her work ethic contribute to being named the 2021 DODEA 19th Truman Scholar, but also her spirit of Inafa Malik is an inspiration of public service and hope for our island and culture. And as an aspiring judge passionate about criminal justice and prison reform, Kehani hopes to reduce public stigma against incarcerated persons and their families, and to help implement restorative social policies and programs to curb the island's rising recidivism rates, and to ensure the successful reintegration of rehabilitated people with a focus on the long-standing issues that serve as precursors to crime and increasing local government efficiency. And since its creation in 1975, the Truman Scholarship has served as a graduate scholarship for aspiring public service leaders in the United States. The Truman Scholar recipients are selected based on academic excellence, leadership potential, and a commitment to a career in public or private service. A Truman Scholar receives up to $30,000 that can be applied towards their graduate studies or professional development. In 2009, the University of Guam became one of 74 Truman Honors Institutes. Nationally, the 2021 Truman Scholars were selected from a record number of 845 applicants, nominated by 328 colleges, universities, including the University of Guam. And Kehani was one of 62 students nationwide to be selected as a 2021 Truman Scholarship, making her the 19th Truman recipient and one of 3,384 total Truman Scholars. Now, therefore, be it resolved that Imanay Trentay Sais Nalasaturang Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the people of Guam, recognize Ms. Kehani P. Mendiola for her outstanding contributions and public service as a dedicated member of our island community, and congratulate her as the 2021 University of Guam's 19th Truman Scholar. And be it further resolved that the speaker certify and the legislative secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Kehani P. Mendiola, Dr. Thomas Christ, University of Guam President, to Dr. John Rivera, University of Guam Truman Scholarship Faculty Representative, and to Dr. Ronald McNinch, University of Guam Chair of Public Administration and Legal Studies. And also to Dr. Annette Santos of University of Guam, Dean of the School of Business and Public Administration, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leongro y Magahagan Guahan. Duly and regularly adopted by Iman 36 Nalisatuan Guahan on the 27th day of April 2021. And so Kehani, I know we can't meet in person, but this is what your resolution looks like. And so we're going to mail it out to you, or whichever, or you can come and pick it up. But I think you'd like it mailed out to you because I know you're busy with your son and your family and all the hard work that you've done. So congratulations and thank you so much. And at this time, I'd like to offer you perhaps some time to describe some of the challenges that you went through, but also to speak about what the Truman Scholarship is. So other youth can be encouraged to aspire to the things that you have done. So go ahead.
Okay. Thank you so much, Senator Nelson, for introducing this resolution. And, I'd also just like to thank Senator Shelton, who actually assisted me with my application. She wrote a letter of recommendation on my behalf. And, of course, I want to thank my family, the University of Guam, Dr. John Rivera, our faculty rep, Dr. Ron McNinch, and the Truman Foundation. And I'd also just like to recognize the 3 other UOG finalists, Maturan Choye, Nolan Flores, and Aria Palaganas, who also deserve recognition for being such wonderful representatives of our island and our university. And, 71 years ago, President Truman signed the Organic Act of Guam and establishing a democratic civilian government. And years later, his living memorial, the Truman Scholarship, to support college students from across the nation and the territories who are committed to careers in public service. And so I'm very proud to be UOG's 19th Truman Scholar and the 23rd Truman Scholar from Guam. And during the course of my application, it was a very rigorous application process, I will tell you that, but it really helped me to come to terms with what being a public servant means to me, what a public servant is. And that is someone who works towards the greater good for all, with honesty, with thoughtful consideration, and with altruism. And so I looked back a lot at President Truman's life, and I was just in awe at how he always took it upon himself to improve the lives of everyone around him in any role that he had up until his presidency. And it wasn't for things like fame or for money, it was because it was the right thing to do. And I see so many wonderful leaders on our island who share that same temperament, who, such as our fine senators at the 36th Guam legislature and all those here tonight, Dr. Benji Santiago, and the finalists of the Teacher of the Year Award. And I am just very honored to have so much support nationally and locally. And I honestly believe that this award is a testament to the leadership potential that our people have, and that we all have the capacity within ourselves to create a better future. So thank you all truly, and I'm very grateful to receive this recognition.
Thank you, Connie. That was beautiful. And I'd like to acknowledge Senator Shelton. She's the Vice Chair of Education. And would you like to say a couple of things, Senator Shelton? Of course you.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Madam Chair, and congratulations, Kehani, on this great accomplishment. I'm so proud of you to see you in your personal growth, your journey from when I first met you several years ago as a young woman running for Miss World and doing an excellent job in the beauty pageant scene and beauty with a purpose. It's really nice to see you, how you've continued your studies. You started a family, and I look forward to seeing you in a public service career as a judge. You said maybe one day, and I think that's an excellent career to aspire to. And you are really, really great example to many young people who are watching you today. And I'm inspired by you as well as a public servant myself to hear the hope that you have for our people. So Duas Masi, and congratulations.
All right, thank you very much. And so now we'll move on to our next item on the agenda. Hi, Dr. Rebecca Perez. Thank you for joining us. Nice to see you. And so now we'll do the resolution presentation for Teachers Week. And we have all these amazing teachers here today. So these are actually our Teacher of the Year finalists. And then we also have our Teacher of the Year. And so I think it's very fitting that we do this acknowledgement of the resolution for Teachers Week. Okay. Relative to recognizing the teachers of the Guam Department of Education, along with the Guam Charter Schools, Catholic and private education, and the Department of Defense education activity for their immense work and their positive impact on Guam students on the observance of Teacher Appreciation Week. From May 3rd through May 7, 2021, with this year's theme, this school year, #ThankATeacher, and commending them for playing such a pivotal role in their students' lives and their families. Be it resolved by Iminay Trantaysais Nalasatorn Guahan, where since 1984, the National Parent-Teacher Association has designated 1 week in May as a special time to honor teachers and educators who lend their passion and skills to education and Teacher Appreciation Week. It's celebrated from May 3 through May 7, 2021, with the theme, this school year, #ThankATeacher. And continued improvement and dedication to excellence in education have been the main goal of our local teachers in providing a quality education and helping their students complete their academics, both to their future successes and to the community as a whole. And 2,000 teachers from the Guam Department of Education, 144 teachers from the Guam Charter Schools, 280 teachers from the Archdiocese of Agana Catholic Education Schools, and 40 teachers from Guam High School DODEA, 83 teachers from McCool Elementary Middle School DODEA, devote their time to the educational success of their students and the promotion of family engagement in their schools, thereby making a difference on the education, health, and welfare of our island children and youth. And teachers have the ability to shape today's youth in the best way to influence positivity and inspire future generations. They also have an impact on their students by encouraging growth in and out of the classroom, allowing young minds to have the power to change lives. And teacher can also act as a support system for students and youth and can be a role model, offering guidance and being an inspiration to their students to push further and dream bigger. Therefore, be it resolved that Iminay Trantaysais Nalasatorn Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the people of Guam, recognize the teachers of the Guam Department of Education, along with the Guam Charter Schools, Catholic and private education schools, and the Department of Defense education activity for their immense work and their positive impact on Guam students on the observance of Teacher Appreciation Week from May 3 through May 7th, 2021. And be it further that the speaker certify and the legislative secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to John Fernandez, the superintendent of the Guam Department of Education, to Mark Mendiola, chairman of the Guam Education Board, to Evangeline Cepeda, chairwoman of the Guam Academy Charter Schools Council, to Mary Mofnis, dean of elementary, Guam Academy Charter Schools, to Linda Hernandez Avila, Dean of Secondary, Guahan Academy Charter School, to RG Pamplona, Lower Elementary Principal, I Learn Academy Charter School, to Maria Dunn, Upper Elementary Principal, I Learn Academy Charter School, to Tamar Celis, Principal, Career Tech High Academy Charter School, and to Shireen Manzanonia, Principal, SIFA Learning Academy Charter School, to Dr. Juan Flores, Superintendent of the Office of Catholic Education, Archdiocese of Agana, to Jason Sheedy, Principal of Guam High School, to Kelly Puliam, Principal of McCool Elementary Middle School, and to the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, Imagahagan Guahan. Duly and regularly adopted by Iminay Trantaysais Nalasatorn Guahan on the 29th day of April 2021. So thank you, all of you teachers, for coming out and doing the amazing work that you do for our students. And we have the clapping hands on our Zoom thing. So thank you for that. But I'd also like to offer you guys an opportunity to say something. And so perhaps we can just go through the our school representatives, and you guys can just hop on one by one and say a little bit about what it means to be a teacher, and perhaps even encourage the youth to become teachers, because we all know that we are in need of teachers that and the great work that they do. So maybe we'll start with I Learn. If anyone wants to jump in. Okay, I'll call your name. Argy, is it Argy or RG?
Hi, Senator. Hi, it's
Hi.
RG Pamplona.
RG, okay. So would you like to say a few words?
Well, yeah, just thank you for the recognition. I first of all want to tease, but at the end of the road, it's very worth it seeing your students graduating and learning from what they learned from you. It's a tough job, but it's really worth it in the end if you continue to inspire. I mean, the main objective and what you should remember every day that you wake up and teach is to inspire, because later down the road, these kids that we're teaching, they're going to grow up to be government officials, teachers, just like that. So if we continue to inspire these kids, they're gonna we've left an impact.
Thank you, RG. You're coming in a little bit intermittent, but that's okay. We got the gist of what you're trying to say. So thank you so much.
To continue. Ahead.
Okay, thank you, RG, for that. How about Miss Maria Dunn? Would you like to say some words?
Sure. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I absolutely love the work that we do. Being a current principal now and being a prior teacher, it means so much. Growing up, we've all had teachers that really touched us, really helped us learn a lot of things. And it's not always the books and the subjects and the content areas that we learn about. Sometimes we learn a lot of really touching life lessons from our teachers. And at the end of the day, especially in times like this, it really means a lot to have, as a child or as a high schooler, middle schooler, to have an adult who really pushes us and really believes in us and really is investing in our education. And for me, it just means so much. And I'm so thankful to be in the position that I'm in as a principal, especially to provide all the support that our teachers need, because all teachers are truly amazing. They're resilient. The grit that they've shown this year and in all the years is just something that should be commended regularly. And I'm just really thankful, and I appreciate all of it very much. Thank you.
Thank you. And Tess, are you here for the Teacher Week resolution? Would you like to say some words?
Yes, I'm here to support Miss Christine Dianchan, and of course all our Teacher of the Year finalists, and of course congratulations to Dr. B. Well, I'm really grateful that we're recognizing all our hardworking teachers, and I know it's just this one week of the year, but it's actually every single day that we need to recognize the hardworking, dedicated teachers, especially during this pandemic. They had done so much above and beyond what they normally would have done, but and it's something that they never ask anything on return. They just know that they're there for our students, and with that, I mean, just kudos to all of them. And I know that as a principal of Finnegodson, we had worked with our families despite the hardship and the challenges that we're there for our kids. Doesn't matter whatever day of the time, and I know our teachers can speak on that because we're there as their tech support. We're there for the, with the three models of learning right now. There is really a challenge, but we're just so grateful that our teachers are there. They're resilient, like Maria have said. They're there. They just know that in their hearts that's something that's their calling, and it's something that we can always appreciate and grateful. And we're just I don't know. I'm just so excited. I'm just so grateful that you guys, we are all recognizing our hardworking teachers. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Tess. And then we also have Miss Helen Nishihira from iLearn. And so would you like to say anything, Miss Helen, or?
I'm just here to support
Okay.
everybody. Thank you.
Thank you. It's a little bit difficult on Zoom. We don't really get to meet each other in person. So it's kind of like what we see on our screen. So it's very limited. Okay, so then now we will move on to the Teacher of the Year finalists, recognizing our outstanding teachers who had to compete for this and the amazing work that they've done, and not to mention through COVID and the technological challenges that perhaps we had to come across, especially with the parents who had to learn some of the different types of platforms that you guys had to teach on the students for the classroom. So everyone is going to receive, the finalists, everyone receives a certificate of recognition. And so this is what your certificate of recognition looks like. And we have the gold seal down there because you guys are so golden. We really honor you today and celebrates the work that you do for our students. So the certificate of recognition is presented to Noshita Benavente Delgado, Jose Rios Middle School, Seferino Duarosan Acadao Elementary School, Christine Gianchan from Finagayan Elementary School, Michelle de Guzman from Juan M. Guerrero Elementary School, Von Peter Lebronda from Okadu High School, Benjamin Santiago Agada Johnson Middle School. He's actually the Teacher of the Year recipient. So, and what it says on the certificate, it says, being selected as the finalist for the 2021 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year Award, and to commend you for your dedication and efforts to ensuring that students thrive and succeed in school so that they may be successful as our island's future leaders and become productive citizens. The Committee on Rules of Iman Trentai Nilas Lutoran Guahan herein directs that this official expression of its recognition and commendations be forthwith sent on behalf of Ilas Lutoran Guahan and the people of Guam, signed and sealed in the city of Aganya on the 22nd day of April 2021. So thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for all the work that you've done. But I'd like to also offer you guys an opportunity to, just speak about the competition that you had to engage in to become the finalists, and perhaps even the work that you've done. And it's also good to hear about the rewarding things that you see in your students and how they grow through your mentorship and through your educational practices. So can I call on you each one by one and just talk a little bit about the experience that you've had as a teacher, and maybe also, encourage others, the youth, to also seek out education, a degree in education. So we'll start with my old classmate from PE. Seferino, would you like to start us off?
Thank you, Senator. This whole process, I'm just very, very thankful and blessed to get to do what I do every day, to be a teacher and bond with my kids, to form meaningful relationships with my kids. And I've been doing this for 21 years. And, we go through trial and error. Sometimes we have good days, sometimes we have bad days, but we stick through our profession because we love what we do. We're teachers. We love to see our kids succeed in life when they graduate from college, join the military, when we see them have families of their own or become teachers themselves. it's very rewarding. It's the most I believe it's the most rewarding profession there, to see our kids succeed. This whole process, I got to give my shout out to my school, Attica Elementary. They've been supportive of me since day one. My principal, Mrs. Janice Chargaloff, my friends, family, the outpouring of love, because this teacher of the year was actually, it took 2 years, right, guys, for us to, because we were nominated, we were semifinalists in 2020, and then finalists in 2021, and then finally Benji won. So kudos to Dr. Benji for his outstanding work, and kudos to everyone for getting this far. Each one of you are amazing and so deserving of the award. So just very blessed, that I came this far with 5 other unbelievable teachers.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Vaughn, I'll just go down the line. Vaughn, can you say?
Sure. So yes, just a small correction. My name is Van. Oh, it's fine. My principal, who was just on, Mrs. Rita Flores, she's doing 2 things at the same time. She wished she could be here. She was lagging, and she just wanted to just let everyone know that she wants to congratulate everyone. For me, I'm still surprised that I was even a finalist, that I even got this far, and what really inspires me, it boils down to the kids. And like I said, it wasn't because I had some sort of dreams to become a teacher. It was really, I was about to do something else and join the military and do other things. But then once I start teaching kids, it was really they who inspired me, and in a sense where, our kids are kind of lost and they need guidance. And who would guide them without teachers? It's not like they could learn this on their own. And I don't think they can go at it alone. So really, and I was just like these kids. I also trying to figure out myself in high school, knowing my meaning and purpose. And thankfully, a lot of things happen in my life that I can reflect, and I can see myself in these kids, that everyone has a meaningful, purposeful potential. And then there's something that they can also offer others other than themselves, just like teachers who serve the community. And we as well feel like it's our duty to do the same thing. And teacher of the year or not, all of us, all teachers on Guam, we will still do what we do. We will still be there for the kids. We will still call them. We will still go to work, and we will even forget to pick up our paychecks. We'll forget to check. This is the last thing on our mind. It's because of our kids on Guam. We are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, and and we are the only ones who would be for our kids here. So, we will do our utmost effort for these kids, sincerely, compassionately, and without any selfish ambition, reward or not. The kids had already made me feel very rewarded since day one. Seeing them from first to 7th period or whatever. And I think all the teachers feel the same way. So yes, we will press on. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Van. Actually, my sister, your classmate, she texted me, she goes, "You're butchering everyone's name here." So I'm so sorry, you guys. Thank you for, understanding.
That's okay.
Christine, can you say a couple words?
Sure. This experience has been very rewarding for me as a teacher. Just like everybody else, I didn't expect to make it to the finalists, but when I did, just reflecting on my practices and what I've done over the years, it's meant a lot to me to feel that, we're here to build a legacy regardless of the recognition. So we want to make sure that our community changes, our students changes. If anything, we want to change the world one child at a time, right? So if that means kindness, if that means building a community in our classroom, that's the goal of teachers, is to make sure that our students feel safe, they'll be resilient, and hopefully one day they'll be part of that community capacity that is part of making sure our island is better. So I do want to recognize my admin, Ms. Garcia, who's been very supportive also. My school, Finagayan Elementary. I want to recognize the parents out there who have truly supported us teachers, especially during this time, because yes, it is hard for us teachers, but I know it's hard for parents too. So I want to recognize them for their hard work in supporting us throughout this time, especially if they are online, hard copy, and even with students face to face. It is truly an honor to be here, and I want to thank all the students who have worked hard and continue to work hard until the end of the year, because school is coming to a close, and we want to make sure we celebrate it with hard work and resiliency. Although it was a different year, it is a year to celebrate because we made it, and it is a success in itself. Thank you.
Thank you.
I just want to say shout out to Christine for not crying. I'm so proud of you.
Good job, Christine. Thank you, you guys. You know, everything that you shared is very inspirational for all of us, and it's very positive, and you know, it helps all of the community see, you know, the challenges that teachers go through, but also the hope and the positivity and the sense of empowerment and encouragement that you guys give to our children. So thank you for all of the hard work that you do. I really appreciate you sharing your experiences and the things that you believe in and how you are fostering our children for the future. So thank you so much. Okay, so now we will move on to our last item on the agenda, but definitely not the least. And if Dr. Santiago, can you turn on your camera, because we're going to recognize you now. Maybe he doesn't want to show his face.
Half a day, Senadora. This is the reason why. All my colleagues, I just wanted to show that life still happens. So I'm joined with all of my dancers. We're in rehearsal right now. We're in rehearsal right now, and life goes on. Life goes on. And these are the beautiful dancers of the Nativo Dance Academy. Guys, clap your hands for all these wonderful Teachers of the Year finalists. Senadora Nelson, sorry. It wasn't on purpose, but it was on purpose. But before you start to talk about me, let's acknowledge you, because you were also at Agada Iglesias Johnson Middle School, part of my 25 years. And don't be shy about the fact that you also helped the students to better themselves. You were in the most challenging classroom setting, and you just prevailed all the way through. But before anything else, Senadora, we want to acknowledge you, but I also want to acknowledge my administrator. She is one of the dancers here, Dr. Rebecca Perez. And then I'm sorry. We need to acknowledge our teachers, right? You said teachers. This is Teachers Appreciation. Can I do that? All you teachers, can you come up here? Private and public school teachers, come up here. Private and public school teachers. They are dancers too. And they come from Atacao and JFK and St. John's and Agada and Ukudu and PC, right? And did I miss any school? No, I got everybody? All right. Oh, and Liguan Elementary right over here. Okay, Liguan Elementary. So I'm sorry that it took up too much of your time. Thank you, Senadora. Sorry.
Thank you so much, Dr. Santiago. Outstanding. Okay, I guess that's kind of the bar to be Teacher of the Year. You got to have a presentation while you're getting a presentation.
I told them to keep practicing, okay? I told them to keep practicing, so just don't mind. Life goes on.
Thank you, Dr. Benji. Okay, so we're going to acknowledge you now, and Senator Shelton is also going to join us. She has a copy of our resolution, and so I'll start. Relative to recognizing, oh, sorry guys, where are we at? Sorry, okay, there we go. There you go. Relative to recognizing Dr. Benji Santiago for his commitment and dedication to enriching the lives of our students and youth, congratulating him as the Guam Department of Education's 2021 Teacher of the Year. Be it resolved by Iman Itrantaisais Nalasatorn Guahan, whereas since 1971, the Foundation for Public Education and the Guam Department of Education have nominated a handful of teachers for the island and nation's highest honor for education in awe of their accomplishments, contributions, and commitment to their profession. After undergoing rigorous evaluations and observations, one teacher is named Guam's Teacher of the Year. And out of 6 finalists, Dr. Benji Santiago was bestowed the honor of being recognized as the 2021 Guam Department of Education Teacher of the Year. During the Foundation for Public Education and the Guam Department of Education's virtual ceremony held on Sunday, April 25th, 2021. And Dr. Benji Santiago received his doctorate in educational leadership from Argosy University in the spring of 2010. And Dr. Santiago has established an extensive teaching career in his 25 years serving in the Guam Department of Education middle and high schools.
In 1995, Dr. Benji Santiago was the first Guam Department of Education GDOE teacher to pilot the cultural dance program at the middle school level. And for the past 15 years, Dr. Benji has taught cultural dance and journalism at Agata Johnston Middle School in Ordot, Chalampago. And as the owner and director of Natibu Dance and Studio Mixfit, he encourages and inspires others to live healthy lives while perpetuating our island heritage in the community and instilling the cultural values, characteristics, and knowledge that lift Guam's youth above and beyond their classrooms. Dr. Benji brings our local communities together to preserve and promote awareness of our island's cultural heritage through performance art. His cultural dance program expresses folklore and Guam's history of our ancestors and our land, integrating traditional cultural dance and standardized core curriculum in the classroom. Dr. Benji's students adapt the knowledge of our island and showcase our local heritage outside the classroom. Dr. Benji Santiago Cultural Dance Program motivates teamwork in and out of the classroom, inspiring confidence in the students, all while embracing our heritage.
And through the Agata Johnston Middle School Dance Squad, Kulu Natibu, Dr. Benji takes pride in the promotion and preservation of not only the cultures of the Pacific, but also, and most importantly, the culture of the Chamorro people. And Dr. Benji Santiago has taught his students the ways of respect and discipline, which are vital components to the success of the Natibu Dance Company and Kulu Natibu Dance Squad, and its legacy and participating in community activities which contribute to a positive growing environment. And he continues to pass on the knowledge he has absorbed to his students. And the Foundation for Public Education and the Guam Department of Education express gratitude to Dr. Santiago and wish prosperity and continued success in all his future endeavors. And the Council of Chief State School Officers National Teacher of the Year program has been the most prestigious teacher recognition program in the country for almost 70 years. The only national education nonprofit program that provides a platform for exceptional educators to elevate issues that affect teachers and their students, expand their leadership roles, and inform policy and practice. It also celebrates teachers as one of the most impactful roles and figures in the lives of every student. And each year, CSSO provides a new cohort of State Teachers of the Year with a year-long, one-of-a-kind professional learning and development experience. The robust program was designed to increase each inspiring educator's leadership skills while celebrating their talents and commitment as extraordinary teachers. And the National Teacher of the Year speaks at more than 150 events each year, crossing the country to share wisdom, advocate for students, and elevate issues for teachers that are facing anything that inhibits the inspiring others to join the profession. Therefore, be it resolved that Imanay Trantay Sais Nalisator Guahan does hereby, on behalf of the people of Guam, recognize Dr. Benji Santiago for his commitment and dedication to enriching the lives of our students and youth, and congratulate him as the Guam Department of Education 2021 Teacher of the Year, And be it further that the speaker certify and the legislative secretary attest to the adoption hereof, and that copies of the same be thereafter transmitted to Dr. Benjamin Benji Santiago, to Dr. Rebecca G. Paris, who's the principal, and she's down there in that frame, there we go, of Ogden Johnston Middle School, to Superintendent John Fernandez of Guam Department of Education, to Maria Leon Guerrero, the chairwoman of the Foundation for Public Education, and to our governor, the Honorable Lourdes A. Leon Guerrero, duly and regularly adopted by Imanay Transai Sais, Nalisatoran Gohan on the 29th day of April 2021. So congratulations, Dr. Santiago. And this is what your resolution looks like. And we'll be sending it forward to you. Of course, it comes in a nice folder sleeve that you can use it to frame. So thank you so much. And would you like to say a couple words before you go, before you continue your class? No? Okay, you're gonna get right back to work. All right, great. Thank you so much, you guys. Take care. All right, thank you everyone for being here today. This now concludes our resolution presentation. Thank you all of you for the educational leadership that you have, I guess that you have started here on our island and will continue to do for the rest of your lives, no? And Kehani, we want to acknowledge the work that you've done as well. So great job on that. And everyone be safe tonight. Thank you, teachers. Thank you for the amazing work, the contributions that you give of yourself to our students and to our future. Thank you and God bless. Good night.
Senadora, stay there. We're going to take your photo.
Oh, okay.
Smile big. We need to show Senadora right there. Can you see her? We could see you, Van and Seth. You better smile. And Christine.